Hello everybody and welcome to the Learn Dota 2 League Season 15, Week 6. Today, we're looking at MS-322 taking on Arkosh Ganging. With special guest host, that's pvcpipe is not big for MS-322. With special guest host, it's CombinationBean.
Hello. I used to play in this league, and right now I don't.
That's true. And maybe you will again. Who knows?
Who knows?
I have a funny feeling that this graffitied banner that PVC is using
Right.
is maybe not supposed to specifically be Arkosh Gaming's.
Right.
I think it's supposed to say Warriors, but it just looks like it says Wario.
Yeah. No, I see the R. But it's Wario with two R's. Wario can't spell. It's very well known.
Well, on the left banner, it's definitely Wario.
Oh, yeah, that's blocked by the thing. You see, it's blocked by
Yeah.
the thing in the back. So it's not a fair counting.
Ricky, Treant Protector band, MS-322. No surprises in any of the bands except maybe the Jakiro band. Maybe it's going to get a little less surprising in Week 7 and on, because, you know, every support plays Jakiro in this league and he just got buffed, so...
Right, Jakiro, yeah. Jakiro's a fella. I like Jakiro.
You know Jakiro has 2 heads?
Right. That's double the suck.
Never mind.
Don't know why you brought it up. You didn't want me to mention that. You asked me to record, buddy.
That's true, I did.
And then it's going into reserve time, taking a hard think on this first pick. First pick is very relevant.
That's true. It's a first pick patch for sure. Bringing out the Undying.
Undying. Big man. I feel like he's a popular first pick for quite a while.
For some reason, Gaben is making me do this.
Right.
Because it's doing the thing where hitting G makes my game lag again for some reason.
That is funny.
It is funny. But it also makes you think.
I don't think. If I can avoid it. It's bad for bad for the skin.
Undying is
Drow.
not... Oof.
First pick Drow. That's aggressive.
Yeah, I mean, Drow is probably good enough. I mean, the patch happened after this game. Drow is probably good enough that you can just kind of first pick her and be okay. Like, even Drow's counters are, like, not a guaranteed way to get rid of Drow in this patch, to be frank.
Right.
I don't know if
Hello,
the patch
everyone.
made that much better.
Hello, everyone. I don't watch Dota or play it for a very long time, so I'll be unaware of the patch, so...
It's true. But at least you have an eye patch.
Unfortunately, they took that away from me. Now it's just a hole.
Aw, damn.
Lick! Blue team. We're going blue.
We're all blue. I mean,
Yes.
Undying's kind of got that green-blue going on.
He's green, not blue.
He's got that green-blue, you know.
He's not really green-blue, he's just green.
Listen.
Anani,
Listen.
Anani, I'm an expert on blue. Let me just have this, okay? You know I'm right.
I think he's green-blue.
Well,
I mean, I don't really think he's particularly green-blue, but... I'm gonna be bringing out the Mars on MS-322. If you want to know what I think of Mars right now, I think he's pretty bad. He's at least okay in a Drow.
But yes, he does give Drow some problemos, so that's good.
But I feel like Lich is such an answer to Mars that it's like it's hard to say that's gonna mean much anyway. At least he has a really good combination with Undying.
Oh yes, and the Lich R does give them the problems for being in the circle.
It's one of the worst skills to have launched in like an arena in the entire game. Like, you gotta absolutely make sure Lich is not gonna get involved in whatever you're doing, because if the Lich ult is ping-ponging around in the arena, you basically just don't have one.
Right, it's very tragic.
MS-322 knocking out some pause 3s here. I wonder who's going to be playing pause 3 on Arkosh today. They've been changing who's doing that, sort of regularly.
Right, you know, that's the style move nowadays.
Yeah, it's the style at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Arkosh also banning out the Doom, which is a little weird.
Doom mid.
Yeah, it could be Cryptic mid Doom. It could be Meth Pause 4 Doom. You never know.
Right. What? Oh, right, yeah, we did Doom a lot, didn't we?
Yeah. You know who's playing Doom, like, constantly this season?
No.
Godlike Matt. Funnily enough.
Right, godlike man.
The one man who never ran it last season.
Yes. I never did Doom.
No, you did Doom.
I never played Doom.
You did Doom, and, yeah.
You can't gaslight me this height, I'm not that stupid.
US Danny also played Doom.
Right, US Danny did play Doom. Public Enemy #1.
So, there you go.
Mm-hmm. And Doom is also Public Enemy #1. So
what caused that to happen?
I don't know. Doom's just kind of, you know, he's like the devil, and that's frowned upon in our society.
Yeah, that's true, but I mean, nobody's frowning on you, and you're the devil.
Well, that's because I'm special.
Nice.
They're taking reserve time for this band, putting in a lot of effort, a lot of thought.
Yeah, I assume perhaps the Tusk band was on the mark there, and they had to put some thought into what they were getting rid of.
Right. There's been some difficulties. They eventually get Outhouse Destroyer. He's a rude man. Another thing that, you know, you press the R in the Mars circle, and that's 2 circles, and they're bad.
Right.
So. Hate circles.
5 seconds remaining.
Primal Beast is also really annoying if you're Mars. He can't get in the arena, but it's like if he's already in the arena, then he's pretty much just got as much ability to use it as you do.
Right, he's very happy.
Especially with that big stupid uproar.
Alright. Brah.
Yeah, he goes raw, he gets that armor, you get slow.
Mm-hmm.
He starts trouncing around. He picks you up, he pile drives you. Nothing's good. Nothing good about that.
Well, it's good for Primal Beast.
Well, yeah, that's true, but it's not good if you're Mars. But then again,
Right.
like, nothing is good if you're Mars, basically, so it's,
Poor
you know how
God
it
of
goes.
War.
Dire team pick.
I never played that game. Ooh, Snapfire.
Hey,
Interesting.
Randy's been playing that recently. Randy might be playing that right now as we speak, actually.
Impressive, Randy.
Yeah, good job, Randy. No Snapfire. They don't want to see
No
that
Snapfire.
combo.
Yeah, that is a shame. It is funny to do.
Usually,
Wizard.
this is the part where I make that comparison I found out recently about reading the stats, where it's like, if you take out one matchup for Bristleback, he's over 50%. If you take out 2 matchups for Mars, he's under 40%.
Oh my.
But,
Hoodwink. Interesting.
at the very least, one of those
Anani's
2
favorite.
matchups is here. Yeah, we got the Hoodwink.
Right. Sneaky.
Or like Hood
Wait,
Stink.
don't insult the rat.
I mean, Kitty's picking for Arkosh this week, so it does make sense.
10 seconds
Right.
remaining.
They're a big fan of Hoodwink? Or they're
Yeah.
a rat?
You just put the person named Kitty picking Hoodwink. Just put it together.
I'm gonna need you to explain this to me.
This is a furry joke.
Okay, I was picking that up, but I wanted you to say it live on stream. I wanted to make you say it.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good combo
Wait.
with the Lich and the Drow Ranger, though.
Yeah. They're quite mobile. They tie people to trees.
Helps
Drow Ranger shoots them.
screw up the arena as well.
Right, got a nice break that you can shoot Mars in the front, I think.
Yep.
Eat shit, Mars.
But
That's not
I mean,
as
really
big a thing for
the
some people, but still.
big annoying thing for having the Hoodwink on this lineup is going to be
Willow.
being able to tie people to trees and then multi-shot or Lich ult them. And
Right,
we got Willow.
Dark Willow. It's nice. You make people scared in the circle.
Yeah, and then they just run into the arena wall over and over, which is kind of funny.
It is. You
10
can make
seconds remaining.
brambles. You can do other things. Dark Willow's neat.
5 seconds remaining.
Talented.
I do love other things.
Yeah. She can right click. If you want me to be more specific. Left click, though that doesn't do damage. That
The
just
one
selects.
sad thing is that she's able to be hit by the Hoodwink ult, even when she's a ghost.
Right, so she can get owned, but you know what they say.
All toasters, toast.
Dire team pick.
Mm-hmm.
Here's
Hello,
Spectre.
reserve time of the Spectre. Interesting. Interesting with the Hoodwink, because I feel like that the other team having a source of break is not a big Spectre time, but
Yeah, it's one of the biggest heroes in this patch, though she is kind of sitting there with a bunch of, the nice way to put it would be misfits.
Right.
The perhaps more blunt way to say it would be people who are not in the meta per se.
We're a couple of misfits.
Right.
Right.
I
So-
do like the Spectre versus Drow matchup, but I think
Yes.
that's pretty much where the things I like about Spectre in this game end.
Yeah.
Especially with with Arkosh's Pause 3 not having been picked yet. It's a little
Right.
scary.
And pick a troublesome fellow.
Mm-hmm.
Don't care for troublesome fellows myself.
Like, this is an awesome Pit Lord game for Arkosh Ganging if whoever they have for playing Pause 3 can run it. Screws up arenas, screws up Spectre,
Right.
even screws up the Willow. The only thing he can't really deal with is the Undying, and the Pit Lord into that ain't great, but who cares? It's a Pause 5 Undying. He shouldn't... Arkosh?
You're working on it.
They're working on it. Minoy ran out of reserve time one of the games in week 5, so
Right.
maybe Arkosh Gang, and he won. So maybe Arkosh Gang is just trying to imitate that.
Radiant team
Right.
ban.
Random
Dragon Knight. Ugh.
That's interesting. Anani doesn't like Dragon Knight.
No, never.
It's because Anani hates anime, and they made him anime, so...
Yeah, that's why. I hated Dragon Knight before anime. In fairness,
It's too late, Anani. I've already declared it.
Remaining.
It's just the reality now.
Yeah, Dragon Knight's okay in this game, I guess. It
Yeah.
really sucks
Move
against
damage.
Undying, though.
Yeah. Undying's not nice. He is a strength man.
Team ban.
But
Like,
gotta-
you know, Pit Lord against Undying is kind of bad, because Pit Lord doesn't really have any responses to what Undying does. But at least Pit Lord brings more to the table than being really tanky, which is something Dragon Knight can't say. So the Strength Steal goes from a pretty big inconvenience, like it would be for Pit Lord, to a sunken ship, like it is for DK.
5 seconds.
Also-
Right.
I also don't know if I like him that much in lane against the Spectre as well.
Right, we'll have to see.
Tanker ban.
I could go for some
Team ban.
salt and vinegar chips right now.
It's good to know. Well,
Mhm.
unfortunately, you're recording it. If you start eating salt and vinegar chips during the show, I will kill you.
I know. I also don't have any because I eat them really fast because I like them, and then I refuse to buy more because then I'll eat too many. You know, I think Dragon Knight likes salt and vinegar chips. I think he's a salt and vinegar chips guy.
Remaining.
I think Dragon Knight is like a plain potato
5
chips guy.
seconds remaining.
Yeah. Maybe. We'll see. Puck banning out mids now makes sense. I don't have their
Yep.
mid yet. Tinker
The-
and Puck, they don't want those mobile assholes.
Yeah, Puck could be pretty bad for that lineup.
Right.
Arkosh Gang decided to ban the 2 lowest win rate mids this patch for some reason.
Well, you know, a lot of people aren't paying much attention to the patch. It's more their matchups or the enemy's average things they play.
That's true, but not only are those heroes terrible and 0 impact even in their best games in this specific patch, they don't really...
5 seconds remaining.
Like, I guess the Quap is good into the Drow, like, hypothetically, and the Dragon Knight, but, like, A, you shouldn't be banning things out for Dragon Knight anyway, he's, like, Dragon Knight. And B,
Ooh,
oof,
that's profit.
you let a much worse hero through in the end as a result.
Mm.
Much
DP
nastier,
was-
much more likely to actually screw your team over.
Mhm.
10
DP
seconds.
is a lady.
You may now
Meepo! Ooh. They're... Do they have a ton of... They don't seem to have too much Meepo dealing. I mean... They've got some AoE, but it feels like not a ton.
Bean, they've got an arena.
I know they have an arena. Meepo's in there, but still, it's...
In fairness, it's an arena that's hard to, like, throw things into, but I mean, it's an arena.
Right.
They've got the arena, they got the DP. If you're silenced as Meepo, you're pretty much just going to die.
Mm-hmm.
In particular, it's not unthinkable for Death Prophet to just silence all the Meepos. And in that case, Meepo is basically not a hero. Like, even if you have some sort of magic immunity or purge for the main Meepo, you don't for everybody else.
Meepo!
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I really like either of these teams, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I think if
Well,
I
you're
have
like-
to give somebody the advantage, it would have to be MS-322.
Right.
It's by a hair, but
Right.
like, there's just so many kind of broken things about the Arkosh, like the second half of the Arkosh lineup, and by that I mean there's Dragon Knight and Meepo, and that's like way worse than anything MS-322 has.
You're not a big fan of those. I
Not
like Page's set.
n-
You know?
not Meepo in this game, and not DK like ever.
Right. Well, Dragon Knight would disagree.
I'm
Nani,
sure
have you ever
he
considered
would.
you might be racist against dragons?
And I think the biggest thing, it's like Mars and Dragon Knight are probably about as good as each other, and by that I mean they're both pretty bad. But at
Right.
least this is a good game for Mars. I don't really think I can say the same for DK.
What games are good for DK? He uses Q, reduces attack damage.
Games
Dragon.
where
He's like pusher.
games where you can pretty consistently, games where a lot of the enemy team is just based purely around physical damage, which, I mean, hey, they do have the Exorcism, that's physical, and the Tombstone zombies are physical, but, like, you know, the Strength Steel is going to get in the way of that, you know, some of the Dark Willow tricks are going to get in the way of that. Or, and like, I mean, if you have any, or like the Death Prophets suck, which is one of the nastier things about the hero right now, is the Death Prophets
Right.
suck. If you really have any tangible magic damage, DK is probably not your guy. Also, games where you can kind of freely just push into towers, which, you know, Undying, so that's out.
Right. I see. Very. We're sitting on the screen for a while. They got a minute.
Yeah, maybe somebody DC'd.
Maybe. That was always very funny when the game paused on the black screen and everybody was like, "Is the game dead?" And then we had to be like, "No, the game is not dead. It is alive." And also the casters would think the game was dead, which was also funny because I liked gaslighting Anani.
That is
I
funny.
think we all do deep down. Not even deep down. I think just very publicly we all do.
We only get to know what the Radiant lineup looks like.
Yeah. Dire lineup's too ugly. Banned.
Damn.
How you doing?
Listen, I don't make the rules.
I mean, I think I agree with that. Is that
Right.
Adam? I don't think that's Adam. I think this is two stand-ins on the PVC team.
Yeah.
I mean, technically three, really, like, but,
Right.
you know.
You should know, but I don't know because I'm not paying attention because I'm not looking at the league. I'm sorry.
Well,
Maybe-
Adam hasn't been Ari any other week, so if
Right.
he is Ari now, it's new.
Right. Transitioned.
Yeah, there you go.
Alright, so we got as Mars down
Giraffe
there.
is also new, but
Correct.
Giraffe is like full-time new. Now he replaced the former poster on this team after his own team disbanded this season.
Rip.
And speaking of
Yes.
disbanded teams, Diva D, who last played on a disbanded team, also is a full-time replacement, though that happened after week 1, not after week 5.
Right. It sounds like a great tragedy.
You know, it's not like it's not like there already weren't problems with this Meepo pick. I don't think I like it against DP either as like the mid matchup. I feel like DP is just gonna kind of have a free lane basically.
Right.
DK is gonna
Alright,
take this rune, lose about half his HP, and have to level his passive level 1, which is usually what you want to do anyway. But you don't
Right.
like having no choice in the matter.
Right.
Oh my god, that voice clip is
Nay,
still on the
nay.
goddamn game. Please
Yeah,
get
those
it out.
those are in forever.
Please
I think
remove that.
it's a caster voice line. Those are never removed.
Please remove that from the game.
Valve is never going to remove it. It's a
I
caster
beg
voice
of
line.
you.
You paid for it. It's in there forever.
Didn't even get the first range creep with poof. That's very sad.
Embarrassing. Let's just help
Alright.
him out.
Now it's time for the roll call.
Leaving.
On MS-322, pause 1, captain of the team, you've got pvcpipe on the Spectre. Pause 2, you've got Ari, who might be Adam, but I don't think so, on the Death Prophet. Pause 3, you've got Giraffe / the Beatus on the Mars. Pause 4, you've got Peaches on the Dark Willow. Used to be the pause 5 on this team, is no longer.
Right.
And pause
Getting the shit
5.
beat out of her.
Yep, and pause 5, you've got, okay,
First
goodbye.
blood!
Blood.
The Peaches got a little too far forward.
Taken.
I think Glitch was coming in from behind, so might have not have known the man was there and got surprised.
Perhaps. And pause 5, you've got Bliss, who used to rhyme with Chris, and now rhymes with standing in for Rock Zero Row on the Undying.
Right.
There is one thing that is good about this lineup for Arkosh. They don't really have any, like, they have the arena for Drow. That's really the only answer they have. And if the arenas aren't really good, then she can still probably just 1v5 this game.
Right. So Giraffe, you gotta be good at the game.
Right.
I know that'll be difficult, but I believe in you, buddy.
There you go. He was going to be your pause 3, perhaps, maybe, in
I don't know
Season
why
13.
I'm being mean to Giraffe. I barely know the man.
You were on his team in Mage 2. Come on now.
Sorry, Giraffe. Oh yeah. Oh wait, yeah. He did the early GG. Okay, I have reason.
Yeah,
now
yeah.
I'm justified. Oh, Giraffe tanked for his Dark Willow, who might have been out of
That's
it
good.
anyways, but still.
No,
Good job,
I
Mr. President.
don't know if she lives that if he doesn't do that. So good on you, Giraffe.
Good job, buddy.
As far
Keep
as
your pause 4 safe.
Arkosh Ganging goes, pause 1 on the Drow Ranger, you've got DeBush, former perpetrator of 9/11. Pause
Right.
2, you've got Kitty, who did the draft for this game on the Meepo.
Right.
Did the draft for this game, decided to make it hard for herself, I guess. Pause 3, you've got Ice on the Dragon Knight. Pause 4, you've got the Hoodwink on DVD, or maybe the other way around. And pause 5, captain of the team, you've got Gotham on the Lich, which means we finally get the Gotham to Bush lane that I've been wanting to see since the start of this season, which is good.
Are they talented together?
No, it's just that like Gotham is old enough to be DeBush's dad. It's like the biggest age gap in LD2L laning history.
Problematic.
I don't think it's problematic necessarily.
Age gaps are problematic, Kanani.
Yeah.
Whoop, they, top's pushing back in. It was very pushed out for Dire for a minute, but they got a pull. It's gonna push back in. Bottom mids, the 2 meeples. That's exciting. That's more
true.
than one. Divided they stand.
Has a last hit advantage so far, which is not really how I predicted this lane to go.
Yeah, you see, you're underestimating the meepo.
I think maybe
Never
I
underestimate
overestimate. I think maybe I overestimated Death Prophet's propensity to want to use skills on him, given her perpetually full mana bar.
Alright. Bottom's still happening.
Yeah, I mean, there's gonna be almost no chance of kills happening down here at bot unless something goes really horribly wrong. I don't think.
It is a lot of tanky people.
It's a lot of tanky people just kind of farming at each other.
Mm-hmm. They're very mad at each other, but they will not do anything.
True Ranger multi-shots nothing, and
Well,
is
gets
rewarded for her
rooted.
efforts by rooting.
But we'll get stunned, but nothing too bad.
Yep.
Just some health. Unfortunate, it's a good degree of health, but no
She
kill.
has a billion tangos, who cares?
She does have 4 tangos, yes, that is.
Slightly
Only
less
has
than
2 tangos.
True, but he's also naturally tankier.
Right. Which is the cowage way of playing.
Explain.
Money can be exchanged for goods and services.
I don't think that's how it works. I mean,
It
money
is.
can be exchanged for goods and services. I just don't think that's relevant to the last thing that was said.
Well, you said explain, and then when every other time you tell me to explain, you get mad when I don't say that line. So I'm doing what you want, and now you're mad again.
That's true. But every other time, we're not recording, usually.
Yeah. Well, you're welcome.
Bliss getting a little beat up here, but it's, I mean,
little
it's
bit.
going to be just fine.
Right. A little low on mana. Need some juice.
Yeah, those two
Some
mangoes.
Undying juice. Mango juice. Mango juice is good juice.
It's true. Undying is doing, I mean, potentially he's doing a pro move that I call not eating the mango until you actually need it, so you get to have the mana regen. You see that? He only actually ate the mango right before he casts a skill. Yeah, write that down, everybody.
Right.
Take down
Don't
those
write that
notes.
down.
I saw Randy do that the other day. He just like ate a mango and didn't cast a skill for like a minute and a half afterward. I was like, why did you do that?
Right. Randy is bad. Oh, almost gone on Giraffe, but thinks better of it. Goes for Pages instead. More at risk.
Once again,
But on the
Giraffe
root-
is just trying to be. Oh,
Oh,
ooh, goodbye,
Drow.
Drow.
Woo! Spicy! And then DP teleports in, maybe unnecessarily, but secures the Lich kill.
Yep.
Good play, Giraffe.
Yeah, very
Good
good. Very good play on Giraffe's part there. You know, if you're gonna play Mars at all, you better be doing like that.
Right.
And then they're just gonna hit R to take
Right.
this T1.
They want this tower, I see. Makes sense. Maybe teleports in more for the tower than for the kill, but also gets the kill.
It is interesting how they're not really putting any pressure on the Meepo up mid in the course of doing this, but like on the other hand, I don't know what the hell the Meepo's gonna do this game anyway, really, so it's probably fine.
Lyke and Drow have TP'd in top, are attacking the creeps, but so far Lyke's moving out. They're going for Pages, who's low,
Well,
but they have sacrificed themselves.
Lich is
Probably a little risky
moving
there.
out, to say the least, yeah.
Yeah.
Moving out of this world to the next life.
Right. Rip, Lyke, you will be missed.
Now he's
That was not
disliked.
for his greater good. Beatus comes there to stop Meepo from taking mid. Oh, PVC pipes are 1 now.
Yeah, did
Good.
you not notice that during the roll call?
I
Also,
don't
when I
pay
said it
attention
to you
anything
before,
say.
like, week 1?
You mentioned something about PVC pipe. I try not to listen to you.
Gonna be walking
they're
at the
going for
Undying
Undying
here.
Oh, and Meepo comes
Very
in unnecessarily, but
surprising that Undying doesn't put down the tombstone there. I don't know where PVC thinks he's going.
he's escaping. No, he has Q's on cooldown. He's not going nowhere.
Yeah.
Rip.
Well, that was
I was
awkward.
I was like, maybe if he has a Q, but no Q.
Why didn't Undying just... I mean, I know the tombstone is free money there, right? But, like,
Right.
at least put it down so Spectre doesn't just immediately get jumped when you're dead, right? Surely.
I think he might not have seen Meepo till like very late.
That's true,
like-
but even just these two versus the Spectre can be kind of dangerous if that dagger's on cooldown like it was.
Right. Spectre took a risk and it didn't pay off.
The lesson is, never take a risk.
Mm-hmm. Meepo teleports away. Poof.
Dire's middle
They want this tower too. Going quite aggressively, this team of 3.
Yep. They're even going to hit a ward.
They are. Hate wards. Wards were invented to sell scams. But now they're free,
Is
so it
that
didn't
true?
work. It used to be true.
What scams did they sell?
Wards actually invented the Nigerian prince scam.
I see.
Alright, up for it. Protect that mid tower. Still, looks like Meepo is coming.
Yep. And now the game's gonna
little
lag
scare-
for a
Oh, no,
second.
one of them's locked in! One of them's locked in! And the game kills
Goodbye,
itself,
Meepo.
but Meepo does die.
That's what happens when you alt tab out of Dota in the replay client nowadays.
Try not to do that.
Hey, I gotta make sure that everything's running. So
What's running?
the recording.
Oh, that's why I have 2 monitors.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm cool. And, DK has hit 6, Spectre has not yet. DK has turned on his dragon. He's dragging his auto attacks all over PVC Pipe's face.
Yeah, PVC is just gonna eat all of those, lose about half his health.
Right, unfortunate. Oh, Undying's a little wounded, but won't die, but getting a lot of chip damage. They're both pretty low on Radiant.
Let's just randomly showed up to have a 1v1 with DP and died.
Did not succeed. Why are all the trees down? It's not
I
the
assume that was from the
arena wasn't
arena.
that, but the arena wasn't that big. Is it? Does it knock down everything near it too?
Yes.
Okay.
It's
Still seems like a lot of trees
deforestation.
from it. Right, and PVC pipe is actually, he does work for the oil industry.
It's true. And
Not
he-
PVC pipe Mars, I'm stupid.
I mean, BBC pipe might do. You don't know.
He might, yeah. He did send me an email once saying I am the villain from, oh god, PVC pipe's going to die. He's the villain from a
Yep.
Captain Planet episode. Okay, 3 TPing in though, they want revenge.
And
Mox
Arena
60.
0.
But
At least DK's not
DK's
gonna
dead.
go away.
Like is also probably dead, but leading them on a merry chase. Dead. Still stalled.
Middle tower is under attack.
Good job, lads.
And Hoodwink gets away.
Right.
Radiant's middle tower has
Don't
fallen.
chew for that one. That's
And
not too
Meepo
bad.
eats the T1 mid as Mars slowly waddles over.
Delicious.
I mean, really, the ultimate thing was they got the kill on Spectre, which, I mean, this team got more money, but look where that money went. Not to a useful place.
Hey, Undying's very useful.
Take a look at the net worth chart here. You can see DP well ahead of, like, anything else.
Right. Beaten. Though we do have then Dyer's 3 cores beating the other 2 cores on Radiant. In particular, Spectre is quite far behind, being 2,000 behind the opposing P1, and also about 2,000 behind the opposing mid, which is unideal as Spectre.
Yeah.
So,
Structure
not always unexpected. I think because Spectre's bad at farming, but also wants a lot. So,
DP is actually gonna
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
be very careful on the push here at T1 bot.
right.
Almost
Makes some
has,
sense.
like, this X is almost all gone, and they haven't
Yeah.
done anything to this tower.
They haven't, and there's 4 Dyer there. It's probably not happening.
That's
like she's leaving.
maybe a little overly hesitant. I think if you've got a DP and an Undying, surely you can afford to just,
Oh,
whatever.
but Drow's in trouble. Drow's in
Drow
the arena.
is,
But Spectre's silence. There's no stun.
Yeah,
Oh,
Drow
he
is
makes
fine.
it. Nice.
Well,
Didn't have the
crap.
damage output there with PVC getting knocked away.
You'll have to do better than that.
And you'll have to do better than that.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I think the lesson of the day there is that you have to have Dark Willow on hand to actually completely credibly get the kill on Drow, or else that's just gonna happen.
Right, yeah, don't know if, you know. They've got a nice stun. Get a nice stun combo, but it's not the longest stun, and so. But
Yeah.
after that, they were out of options. Oh, they were
That
waiting to
would've
get it,
been
but I
funny.
think Undying got. Oh, there's a ward there. They all got seen. Well, good ward. Good catch. Somebody didn't die. Gotta respect those good wards. There is a very deep Radiant ward right now in the cliff spot. Up top jungle.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, smoke. Smoke. Running in, finding DP is a big target. They can get it, but DP's just walking away. Just walking
Yep.
away very easily. Just no
Yeah, they got
objection
invis.
whatsoever. Yeah.
She's got invis, and everybody just slapped the sentries down right next to each other. Don't believe this saying it's an observer ward. That's not true.
It's an observing sentry ward.
Not exactly what you want to happen in that case.
Not perfect. It's very exciting then very not exciting, but these things happen.
One of the interesting things right now, Mars is actually, despite seemingly having a pretty solid lane, Mars seems to be a little behind as well. Isn't great.
Maybe then doing some going around for kills and not always getting it.
Yeah.
While DK's just probably still kind of farming.
If they actually just walk into triangle right now, this is the end of the Drow Ranger.
Yes, that would be up.
Really awkward
Seems like
time
they're
for
way
her.
up, but she knows. Stuck.
Yep, no TP out
Drinking.
this time. Goodbye, Drow.
Yeah, no. Yep. Good find.
That's perfect. That's exactly what you want to have happen on this
Right.
lineup right about now.
Good job, lads.
Immediately puts Drow down one slot on the core list and gives the Mars a bit of a leg back up. Hasn't
Right.
passed anybody, but he's at least got some more change in his pocket now.
Right.
Dyer's middle tower
I do
is
like
under
change.
attack. Dyer's
Well,
is
it
off-
depends. I like money change. I don't like changes and when things are different.
Radiant's
You like the
tower
same.
has been
Yeah. Dota patches are too complicated. Just pick one. Pick 6.83. Just live there forever.
There you go.
Oh, Meepo's cutting wave. Oh,
And
slowing down the push. Good move.
Yep, they were very unsubtle about what's with the wards being like backwardsville for the labeling. That's a bit odd. They're calling observers sentries and sentries observers. But Radiant get caught out, and as a result, this pushes over, and they don't even get the Meepo.
Tragic. Sometimes we make mistakes. If.
What is like here on the minimap? That's
What's that?
I don't know.
There's a tree. Tree
there?
alert. Tree alert.
Okay. This catapult is just cool. Like, what's the deal with it? That ain't Dire's Ancient!
I think the name. I think the names might be incorrect, Nani. Your Dota might be wrong. Wait, maybe this is like a patch bug, because this is on old patch.
Yeah, this is last patch.
Okay, so we've identified the problem. Probably.
Whatever you guys do, don't kill that! No! You lose!
So, 17-minute game, good job, Radiant. The game keeps going, but it doesn't matter because they've lost, so.
What the hell is that?
Radiant
What
are
is the
scanning.
Dire's Ancient called? Can we check real quick?
Let's find out. That's
Radiant's-
not Dire's Ancient.
That is deceptive.
That is
Range
not a
Rex.
range Rex.
Melee Rex? That's okay, that's
Yeah,
right.
this is all
Tower.
true.
Right.
That's
Get
not
fucked,
nice.
Nerds, that's true.
What are you? That's
Mega
not
range
a mega
creep?
range creep.
Well, they got mega creeps without even knocking down a single barrack. They are impressive on Radiant.
That's also Dire's Ancient.
They're very talented.
MPs.
Dota lot on.
Bro,
They're
what
very
is
talented
happening?
on Radiant.
Maybe my PC is about to explode.
Dire's bottom
Maybe.
tower is under
Rip
attack.
Nani.
PVC
He's
going
killed
through
by
a period of what I like to call dead air down here.
Right.
But
Well,
the dead air
he's
is over now.
kind of catching up. He's at only 1,500 behind the opposing P1, but now Meepo has surpassed Death Prophet.
If only this were a game where Meepo could do anything, that would mean something.
We'll see, but it's happening. It's a change. It's very exciting.
Okay,
Oh, they're gonna run. Spectre's gonna.
Yeah,
Oh god,
Spectre's
Spectre's gonna eat
just,
shit. Wait,
gonna
tree
walk
broke.
into. Yep.
Tree machine broke.
Lich throws ult and dies immediately.
Dire's middle
Right.
tower is under
Well,
attack.
still, it hit something.
Good scouting
Uh,
Spectre ult. Has allowed them
Find
to
this
find
gal.
the Hoodwink, but unfortunately this is exactly where Hoodwink wants to,
Oh,
Hoodwink? Hoodwink
Must
AFK?
she was charging break, I think. I saw her go in a little animation.
I see. Oh,
was
doesn't
gonna
even
shoot.
have Scurry. I was like, this is exactly where Hoodwink wants to be. No, it's not.
Nope.
She doesn't have Scurry.
Hoodwink does not want to live. Hoodwink, she's fine dying. But yes, otherwise that would have been a very easy escape. I was like, I feel like charging break there's suicide, and it's like, oh, well, she didn't have a non-suicide option at that point.
Yeah, there you go.
She was presented with one choice, and she made it.
Are all the heroes right at least? I haven't even thought to look at that.
They appear to be, yes.
Yeah.
Dark Willow, Dragon Knight, Drow Ranger, Meepo, like, yeah.
Lich! Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
they have special
everybody.
clauses in their contracts. Their name can't ever be wrong.
Yeah,
They'll be
yeah.
held to pay. Okay, they're all around here, but they're not. Oh, like gets speared to the tower. DP
and
gets sent back.
silenced.
Yes, and
And
dead.
dead.
Rip.
Not
Good job, lads.
not a landmark game for Gotham so far.
Sorry, I
I
got
gotta say,
Dire's top tower is under attack.
things ain't going
Yeah.
great for him. At the very least, it feels like he's the only person on his team who's dying. He accounts for over half of their
Radiant's bottom
deaths.
tower is
Right.
under attack.
Whereas on the other hand, the other team, it's like half of the other team's deaths are on the pause one, while the amount of deaths is much lower. That's still not ideal.
Right.
I haven't
and
seen
he
a
still has
dire
more money than Dark Willow.
Hey, the Dire Catapult is slightly more honest.
Mega Siege creep.
At least it's not an ancient.
Yeah,
Dire's top tower
it might be. Oh, they're TPing in. They want to counter this push. Ish. They
Tombstone?
still only have 2 in. They're hitting DP, but there's nobody else
Tombstone.
there. They're doing damage. Oh, now Meepo's in.
Tombstone. There we go.
There's the tombstone. It's in there. Oh, they get feared. They're bumping in. Still nobody's dying. Everybody's just fine. No, but Meepo's taking some damage, but Undying's dying. Oh, there's the damage. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Radiant might die.
This is an awkward thing to happen 5 seconds before
Spectre's
EXO.
Spectre's dead. DP
Goodbye,
kills
Meepo.
Meepo! Lives! But, oh, if DP lives, that's nice.
Certainly
No,
hard to say
rip
that's
pages.
worth it.
I mean, probably not worth it, but she
Nope.
lived.
1,325 gold. Most of it goes right into Dro's pocket. Clearly, the two lessons of the day are: one, don't fight without EXO on the Radiant, and two, don't arena anybody but the Drow Ranger. Like, clearly, it's just not necessary to hit anybody else.
Right. Didn't do that much damage in the arena, unfortunately. Meepos were caught in, but Meepos did not die until much later.
Look at this damage chart. This is so
Yeah.
ridiculous right now. Like the
DP's
way
the
the
only
bias
threat.
is. Yeah. Mars is gonna get that spear, which can be annoying. Actually, for the Meepo, but
Get the shard? Did you mean get the shard when you said get the spear, or?
yeah. Well, I mean, it's both because you get the shard and it gives you a cool spear. So
It does, yes. But he already has the spear, technically.
hello, DP, says Dragon Knight.
Uh-oh. Oh,
Okay.
but good. Oh, but knocks like out of the circle. A
was
slight
awkward.
backwards usage. Like is dead. DP's coming in. Spectre comes in, but slowed down. Oh, DVD gets the stun, but dead.
Yeah, it dies of the dispersion. Funnily enough.
Rip. Ligma. Hate when I get Ligma and die.
That was a lot of crap to drop for what they got for that, though.
It was.
It's gonna be okay if they just randomly kill DK now, though.
Alright.
That's fine,
Rip.
yeah.
Dire's middle
Rip,
tower
Mr. Dragon.
They really didn't drop much more on that. I mean, they dropped the tombstone, but the tombstone, I mean, as long as he took the right trade, he didn't. Okay, never mind.
Uh-oh. Meepo's in, but it's just Meepo.
Yeah, it's just Meepo, and
Now there are
as,
5 Meepos, but
as
still.
prior mentioned, it's not exactly
Rip.
the most effective
Punched to
hero.
death by the big man. Undying. He did get buzzed, though. Probably not
true.
all he was hoping for, though. I think he wanted DP. Lich is dead. Not big super ice.
Like, so it's back up.
It is. Exciting.
Exoding.
Exodia.
Not in this game.
Damn it. Why can't I just buy the 5 pieces of Exodia and win the game?
Spectre getting rather close to the Ags here. About halfway
Right.
there. Which,
Yeah,
this should
it's
be
just
the
the-
easier part of this.
Single target haunt, right?
Yep.
Alright.
In this game, that should be fine. He should be
Right.
able to 1v1 Lich and the Hoodwink, even with a pretty limited complement of items. He
Alright.
might even be able to jump the Drow in some fights when
Right.
when the rest of his team gets on it. But so in
Alright,
this game, this
convenience.
build should be okay.
Mm-hmm.
Still, kind of ideally, I think, want some sort of damage before you do that. But in this game, it should be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like we're gathering for smoke here, perhaps.
Might.
Perhaps.
Dire are scattered.
PVC pipes blade mailing on the ancients. I guess they're waiting for PVC pipe to take the ancients and it's taking longer than expected.
At least he got a grow bow. Okay, they're
Nice.
just not going to smoke after all.
Okay.
I mean, hey,
decision
I've
changed.
I have often said that if you can't see anybody in the enemy team, there's probably not a great reason to smoke unless you know for a fact where they are. But you know,
What about nicotine addiction? Oh,
Good question.
Meepos.
fine.
Fine.
Mars isn't going to
That's
do
the real
anything about
meepo. Yeah.
that. Very interesting. I wonder if he saw that happen at all. Maybe I just picked up Scotty.
Ooh, mama. That's spicy.
Yep.
Oh, but Drow has pulled ahead to first now in the net worth.
Yep.
Trow's getting big.
I like how because the game thinks that's an ancient, that the health bar for the catapult here is like floating above it, like way
Right.
above it.
Mm-hmm. Big. That's how it goes. Oh,
Arena on 0.
Right. I think it might have been on DK and then he had a BKB to get out. So
Yeah, perhaps.
forced to might have been the 9-second, or what one was that for DK?
That would have been the 9-second, yeah.
Nice. So it's not the worst thing in the world.
Hmm. Yeah, it wasn't an unmitigated disaster by any stretch of the imagination, but I feel like any arena that doesn't end up in Drow's death at this point is an arena that wasn't worth the cooldown.
Mars might die. Yeah, they're smoking in. They're smoking in.
If Mars dies at this point, it's
But
like
they're
almost
on,
okay.
They're on the high ground. It's over. Oh, but they're not on the high ground. Undying is in trouble. Undying is dead. Mars has changed his mind.
Looking at doing Roche here. Is there an
Roche.
Exo up? There is an Exo up, but they're not going to fight this without the Undying.
Alright. Do they have the Tumi, not the Tumi Wumi, the arena?
No.
And Roshan's going kind of slow. Just kind of vibing. Roshan's going quite slow.
DP is standing here. Has a Arcane Rune bottled.
Spicy. Oh, but they
Mars
killed
are
him
gonna
out.
make this annoying.
Mars decides to be annoying. Mars goes in, but Roshan was not as dead as he thought. Roshan was much less done than he thought.
Is under attack.
Oh, mamma mia.
Ironically, Radiant was the one who got fucking bamboozled by Roshan being done slowly.
That
Okay.
is that's
DP
interesting.
Exos. Oh, a DK is circle in the sky. Oh, he's just going to die before doing it.
Well,
Doesn't make it.
DP
And now
kills
Meepo gets
Roche
it.
and dies before the Aegis gets picked up.
Well, okay, now you get Meepo the Aegis. That's unfortunate.
That is
Inspector's
like
dead.
that is
Bad for Radiant.
yeah, that was quite the play there on Radiant's part.
That was a decision they made.
That was a series of decisions that they made.
And some of them may not have been the most optimal decisions for winning the game.
Radiant's middle tower
Perhaps.
is under attack.
You might be able to say that.
Structures are fortified.
Pages is not targetable. Is running away. Is Gotham died.
Randomly died again for no reason.
Fucking rip Gotham. I think might have been eating the T3s or something. Just was like, I'm gonna get this kill and
Yeah.
rip. Classic. Love you, Gotham.
Radiant's middle
Good around me
tower
too.
is under attack.
That was maybe like the most awkward like 5 minutes in LD2L history. I mean, that was just
Right.
the arena on nobody, the DP dying, the second Roche does. I mean,
There's a lot of awkward shit.
yeesh. Gotham randomly just getting T3'd. Pin not even being able to describe
Yeah,
it. Meepo has
Mako?
chosen to fight this for some reason.
I almost called him Mako, which is my cat.
That's true, Mako is your cat.
Right. They are my favorite cat in existence. But there are a lot of other good cats.
That,
Unlike Mako, who is a dead cat.
that was very fast.
Rip.
Not exactly
Meepo.
what you want to have happen when you have the Aegis. Kind of the
Right.
issue with the Meepo this game, they have so much that's good for them.
Yeah. Also, yeah, and there wasn't nobody around to get him.
The clear... The clear lesson of that is,
Never try.
your skills are much better on the radio when they hit an enemy.
That is much better. I do like hitting enemies.
I mean, it's gonna steal this stack in the Dyer's Ancient Camp.
Nice, big money. Big DK was trying
Some
to take it
cool,
too.
cool items, but Drow just picked up an Elven Tunic, which is probably a little cooler. Goodbye, Gotham.
That is a cool item.
Gotham making sure to maintain his policy of being over half his team's deaths.
Alright. Good job, Gotham.
At least he has a hand in over half the kills as well.
Alright.
Keeping his
Now-
51% policy going strong. What
Now-
what is happening here?
There's a courier. It has a vitality point booster. Yes. That is the word.
Who's courier? Okay, it's somebody on. Okay, it's. I thought that was a Radiant courier. I was really confused.
Yeah.
Dire's middle tower is under
XO for the T2 mid.
Uh-oh. That arena's kind of looking like a Dire arena here.
Yeah, the good news is that they did have the tombstone and they had everything in that. They had the XO and all that. That was all good. The only problem is that they just didn't have this for some reason.
Right.
Feels like that would have done quite a lot.
And there's Drow, and she did things, and
Yep.
Bastard, and yeah, Spectre's just kind of not existed this game.
Again,
They're now ahead of Mars, and that is the only core they're ahead of.
an arena on the
Still.
Meepo and the DK, but it's like that's what the Arkosh wants. Like
radiant structures.
Meepo can't do much, but at least he can soak some of your skills. DK is obviously going to be able to soak skills. You pretty much got one person to worry about. If you kill the Drow, they have no fight. If you don't kill the Drow, they have nothing but fight.
Radiant's
Alright.
middle tower has fallen.
Spear.
For the record, I did hit the tree.
At the very least, nothing's going to come out of this uphill push.
They did get the tower, though.
Yep. It was a good start,
Ne-
but
Making that next push easier. If your creeps ever get ahead, they'll do some damage before dying. Be barracks.
swing and a miss
PVC
on
pipe
the part
dies.
of Giraffe. Well, PVC pipe randomly dies a bot.
Fucking rip PVC pipe. Yeah, this is looking better for Dire than I would say it is for Radiant. Radiant
Yeah.
smokes.
Spectre is just feels like it's going to be another 20 minutes
Oh.
before. Okay, goodbye.
DK gets the blink out, seeing it. Oh, but gets
Alright.
arena and then BKBs and well, there we are.
Yeah, I don't
Sometimes that
know.
happens.
It's getting really hard to see how Radiant wins this game. It feels like
Right.
Spectre is going to be like 20 more minutes before Spectre does anything, and Drow's already like in the
Drow's
I can
doing
1v.
shit.
Drow's already in the I can 1v5 if I don't get ulted.
Right. Drow is a
Stage.
whole big item ahead of her, being like 5k ahead, so. And Drow's doing good.
Drow has that BKB, has that Hurricane Pike, has that Manta style. PVC has Ag's Blaymail and Ayasha.
Yasha. They're working on that Manta.
Top tower is
True.
under attack.
They don't have it yet. They're pushing up top. Creep's getting some hits in, but they're spooked. There's nobody even there, which is kind of funny, but they don't know nobody's there.
They could just randomly Spectre ult to see for a fact, but they're not going to do that.
They could.
Some Meepos show up to.
When did
clean
Spectre
things
last
up.
press her ult?
Uh,
Well, that tower's
You know-
down.
I'm not 100% sure she's hit it at all this game. I think maybe once or twice.
I know she's hit it a couple times, but it has been
Yeah.
a while. Because I was like, well, you don't want to just waste it on that. I'm like, but wait, what is she using it for?
Yeah. Yeah, no,
listen,
just
she's
because you
working on it.
can tell for sure with the Spectral doesn't mean you should. It just means that
Right.
it's an option, you know?
But it is good to press the
A
button occasionally.
bad option, but it's an option. Goodbye,
Yeah, and
Paige.
then
Goodbye,
Paige is
PVC.
dead, and PVC is dead. Well, rip. This is, again, problematic.
Yeah.
PVC... I mean, admittedly, I mean, there's not a lot of space on the map that's really that safe nowadays, so... PVC dying is not surprising, but still unfortunate.
Like, I think one
Oh,
small
then
problem could
there's-
buy DP.
Oh, we'll see. They're getting there, but there's not a lot of damage out there still. Okay, now Undying has... Okay, they dealt the split. It's all good. It's all good.
I think one smaller problem that's not really been talked about. That's not very nice. Not talked about quite as much in this game, but perhaps is about as bad. It's just how far behind Mars is.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I mean, Spectre's pretty far behind. Mars is like...
Has fallen.
Mars is, in this game, going to have to be somebody who's actually actively doing things in fights besides just
Right.
reading. With the Death Prophet on your lineup, that's just what, like, life has to be. But
Right.
he is, like, gone. I mean, he is not worth that much more than the supports.
I would also like to note that Radiant had their top towers, both of them, probably less than 2 minutes ago, and now they have neither.
It's very sad. At least they have their tier 3.
They do. They're missing that in mid.
And look, they've got a shrine somehow.
They do.
Why is that still, like, coded into the game? That's weird.
I don't know. I think they don't always remove that shit because you might want it back sometime, you know? It's like how every once in a while they just, like, they take a skill that got fucking just removed from a hero and they're just like, it's back now. You never know when it's coming back.
You know, like, I can't wait for the next big patch to come out so Clinks can get reworked again. I remember there was like a year straight where legitimately every major patch that came out had some sort of weird alteration to Ricky.
Right.
Then it was
Ricky
Clinks.
Maru. Fucked up Pocket Ricky's a real thing still.
He's like
Okay.
the number 1, number 2 support of the last patch, which was funny.
Ricky's a support now?
Yes.
I remember people talking about Ricky support, but it never got that popular, it seemed.
Oh yeah, it's super popular. It's like almost 100% PB in this patch. People,
Nice.
and the funny thing is, I don't think Ricky even really got that much better. I think people finally started realizing, especially the smoke cloud. The smoke cloud is so noxious for people to deal with, and the sleeping dart, you know, just kind of the icing on the cake.
Ricky does like icing.
Yeah, he often just takes it off the cake with his fingers.
He's a frosting man, which is very shameful, but understandable.
I like Dragon Knight's full inventory.
Right.
I like Page's imminent death.
Yep. You do hate women. Oh, wait, that's
got- they got a
one of the
meatball.
meeples gets speared back. But they still don't have a ton of damage.
Yeah. It's a
Okay,
kind of
they've got
cool
the-
arena.
Yeah,
Trash is gonna
they're in,
bonk into the
but
walls for some reason.
They still don't have any damage. You do
I-
need more than 0 damage. They're doing nothing and now they die. Oh, they got
Yeah,
Gotham.
Gotham.
Good job. Gotham's a hard kill. Good job, lads.
They got Gotham after he
Dying
already
buys back.
ulted. I mean, nobody's dying in that fight. The only casualties are supports.
Yeah. Well, those are somebody. Don't call supports nobody. It's disrespectful to supports.
I'll disrespect. I mean, it's Bliss, right?
Don't disrespect Bliss.
I'll disrespect Bliss whenever I want. Have you seen his statue? Look what it says. That's pretty disrespectful, if you ask me.
Well, Anani,
what is this
I think you
health
feel
bar?
I think you feel that way because you are a nerd. So the get fucked nerds, it makes you feel bad. But you are a nerd. It's just true.
What is this secret health bar that's underneath the statue?
Oh, that's there's a guy buried under there, but he's alive. Eventually, he runs out of oxygen about 50 minutes in the game, and it starts going down.
You're gonna get meat by the Aegis for some reason.
Now there are... How many meeples are there right now?
Axe cuts you into more than 4.
Okay, but how many meeples are there right now? Is it 4?
I don't know. I think so.
Yes. Now there's 8 meeples,
There you go.
but not at once. The Spectre just dies again. Rip.
I mean,
Yeah.
like, oh,
Fellas? Fellas, gone.
I hope you're not too offended by this comparison, but this reminds me of some of those early Co-op Circles games where it would just be like, there's some basic opportunity to come back here, and then you just being randomly dies a bot somewhere for no reason.
Alright, oh no, I'm a worthless person. No, I'm not offended at all.
That's very, very depressing. Ben, you shouldn't
Well-
say that.
Well, sorry, you invented it. They're beating up Meeple, they have him and he still won't fucking die, because they have no damage. Now Mars is dead. Zhao has all the damage. Now Undying's going to be dead. He steals some strength to prolong it, but he's mostly just prolonging the pain.
Yeah, I don't know. I think if I was Radiant, I would just call the G's at this point.
Well, you can't do
Spectre
that.
is like
You gotta believe in yourself.
Spectre is 5 grand down, not just from the pause 1 or pause 2, which she is 10k down from, but from their pause 3. She is
Right.
very, very far below anybody on the enemy team. Mars like
Right.
almost doesn't exist. Mars is barely above Gotham, who is 1 in 12 right now. I mean, like that's just how bad things are getting.
Right. It's very concerning. Fellas, on the Radiant, you gotta make a comeback, guys. You're not doing good, and you haven't thought of doing good. You gotta think of doing good.
Radiant structures.
Undying's still dead. They're just kind of letting their axe go, which is usually a bad sign. Sometimes they cast spells. Dragon Knight gets a. Yeah, Pages is probably dead. Right, Pages still lives.
There we go. Got an arena here.
Oh, they got an arena. They're doing something. Pages is dead.
This would be a really cool arena if they could actually credibly kill anybody on the enemy team.
Yes, it would be nice if they had more than 0 damage. What the fuck is Spectre?
Hit ult, didn't do anything, and is now dead.
I guess they tried to go for Drow, and, well, rip. These things happen, I suppose. Ari is still in there. They're dying. They're dead.
Drone's a little low, but
Bye back. Undying is dead.
now.
Bye back.
BKB.
Right. Oh, Meepo
First
might be
life
dead
for
first
Meepo.
time. It is unfortunate there are 4 more Meepos in the wings, but still, good start, good start.
I like the giant, massive tombstone zombies here.
Right. Giant, massive, big Spectre is not in trouble, or is in trouble. Got a stun, got some
Meepo
Meepos
is dead
actually
again.
might die. Rip, all 8 Meepos are dead. And the Dire retreats, it would appear, having gotten only 2 lanes of racks and pretty much every buyback. And are now at 34k advantage. Wait, Gotham's dead again.
32.
Rip.
And then he gets tipped and he drops a gem and nobody sees it.
Oh. Well, that's not
Here,
important.
let's just hover over this gem for a while we wait for somebody to notice that it's here.
Tower is under
Hello,
attack.
Mr. Gem.
Gotham's-
is so mad he lost the
Gotham's
gem,
done.
he disconnected.
Gotham abandoned the game.
Gotham has rage quit because he lost his gem. That's how we're getting Radiant back in. Psychological warfare, people.
Oh my god. Oh.
You guys and your tips for a
Oh
scattering team.
my god, this courier got it!
Has been
Please!
fucking-
Wait,
got
it
it.
dropped it?!
I dropped it. The creeps killed it. The creeps killed it. The creeps killed the courier.
Yeah, because Gotham was gone!
Yeah, that's
That is messed up. That is like making
It's
the up
still
and
there.
jump.
Nobody's picked it up yet. Wait.
They're sending out
No.
a second courier.
Send them in. Just keep sending them. Never
I
stop
can't
sending
tell
them.
who this belongs to.
It's not important. It's level 26, so who's level 26 on Dire?
Meepo! Or Drow.
So it's Meepo or Drow. Meepo's used to microing, probably Meepo.
Yeah, probably.
Wait, he's scared. He gets it!
He gets
Goes
it.
back home. Good try, lads.
Come on, guys! I mean...
It's really funny the courier fucking dies and they still don't get it. They're just like, huh,
Yeah.
wonder what that was about. Wonder who that's for.
Is that for me?
It's for all of us.
I like saw it pass by. They didn't actually kill it.
Rip.
Oh man.
We realized too late. Well, that's good. This gem is a good purchase. It's no risk.
This is with apologies to the MS-322 lineup. This is clown Dota.
Yeah.
Wow, it kind of knows what these things are. Well, that's not a flag bearer. This is a flag bearer, of course. It's the only correctly labeled thing in this whole lane, kind of.
Right. I respect it. Fucked up the
That's
flag
certainly
bearers.
not
I still
great.
don't really know what they do.
They just are worth more.
Right, but they like give
Basically.
like mana regen or something in a circle.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like, it's a tiny amount. They're basically just worth more.
It's
Here,
something.
we'll try to find one. Here's a flag bearer. See, inspiration.
Okay,
aura.
inspiration aura, three health regen, not mana.
There you
Something
go.
that heals the other creeps. Good job. They're like a medic, but they just do heal it to belief.
The only downside is that the enemy they always spawn into other flag bearer lanes, so you know.
Right. But then you see that's why you kill the other creeps.
Yeah, there you go.
That's what smite players do. They're just kind of standing off now. I might be waiting for another Aegis on Dire until they finish the game. And of course, they just control all the maps, so why wouldn't they?
Yeah. They control all the map. They control all the money.
Mm-hmm. They hold the purse strings. Drum
True
site dropped here.
here. So it
Meepo
was
has-
Meepo.
Meepo's dropped it at home. No, he... What?
Meepo's courier, because it was either Drow or Meepo's courier.
Right. I'm saying Meepo. I'm 100% certain on this.
Yeah, I'm guessing because Meepo like marked it as being dropped, it was probably Meepo.
Right. I'm just guessing that because Meepo micros things. Because he's Meepo. Somebody TP'd out there, that's good. Nearly died to Meepo.
Speaking of micro, how are you?
My dick's good, thank you.
It's not very nice.
Yeah, you're not very nice.
Yeah, I know.
No. And I'm making you be meaner by making all your jokes like ruder to me, so I think that's funny.
Yeah, the remarks that I'm making at you, you're amplifying to your own detriment.
I am. You see, that's called comedy, Anani.
No,
And
no, no,
it's-
no, no. All right, let me school you on something, okay?
Okay.
Today, I'm
Oh,
gonna do a
and-
comedy.
They're circling around DK or something. DK's, they missed that. They get that, then they throw the silence on top of the Yules. They are stunned.
Actually stunned him, and nobody cares.
Yes.
They know they can't kill him before his team gets there.
Yeah, just kind of for funsies. Just like we can do this. We can't do anything else, but we can. Just so you know, we can do a combo, kind of. It doesn't do anything, but we can.
Spectre is getting
That
die.
is killed to Meebo. Well, a little too late, but good try.
And then he gets tipped.
Poor PVC.
You know, PVC is being played by Larry David now.
Right, yeah, I heard Larry David got that. Good for him. You know, I know that role was very high in demand. Ooh. Aesthetics
An
cap.
aesthetics
yeah.
cap? Oh, tell me. Tell me. That's... Oh, mamma mia, guys, come on.
Right.
Not like this, bro. I
we
was
need-
thinking earlier, it's like they've done everything else except leave jungle items on the ground, and
Mamma
Well.
mia.
now we're at that point, I guess.
This is an insult to Italia. They get Yules and dodge the thing. And they're all
Mars
just
goes
dying.
back to Italia, died before he even got to Arena. He bought back, but I mean, to do what?
I exist.
Radiant's top barracks are under Radiant's top barracks.
Not meant to
Megas.
be.
Radiant's top barracks.
That's right.
Dire.
Well, Spectre's dead. I mean, it barely matters. They have surpassed Mars' net worth. 2K ahead of that.
Yep.
They are. There is an arena.
Well,
that
Mars
they are,
was ahead of her till he bought back.
Yeah, they are trapped exactly where they want to be. Unfortunately. Okay, DP can do this. DP can do this. Okay.
Well, DP can
okay,
do
it needs
something
to be
that looks
over.
like that.
Okay, it's over.
Radiant's
Yep.
middle tower.
Well, good try, lads. You'll get him next time.
Dire.
The lesson of the day is, don't arena the Meepo.
Right. Lesson of the day is don't suck.
Damn, that's not nice.
I'm sure you actually did very fine, people. I don't know. I'm just in a mean mood today.
Oh, that was rough. That was rough, buddy.
That was very violent, very tragic. My
That-
heart goes out.
That was a little hard to watch.
Right.
If this is what gangland violence is like, I do not. I'm not surprised if people want to get rid of it. I mean, that was like everything that kind of could go wrong did. It felt like the Spectre in particular had legitimately zero impact. Like, it just didn't
Yeah.
do anything this game, which is a bit
Never got to the
unfortunate.
point where she was useful, and by the point she started to have like useful items, everybody else was far more useful, so the items weren't useful no more.
Yeah. Spectre fell way too far behind. I feel like the Mars actually kind of did too. Like, it felt like for how small the amount of cash that Spectre had was, it's almost no excuse for Mars to also be there. Like, it probably just, you know, both guys falling behind. Just like, I assume the thought is for Mars, like, oh, I can't take things because PVC's behind, you know, and
Right.
but it's like he's not going to be able to scrap every coin on the map. I don't know.
Right.
MS-322, they just... I feel like, you know, different execution. I feel like in a different world, I would definitely favor MS-322 on paper this game. But, like, the Spectre has to get, like... Just to be frank, the Spectre has to get a little better than this. It really just...
Yeah.
I don't know if it's really looked terribly good at any point this season on PVC, unfortunately.
Yeah. PVC, I think you did okay. But there were some issues. You definitely need to work on the issues.
That's a very generous way to put it.
Don't
We'll
judge
see what
me.
happens in Game 2.